All right, welcome to the motherfucking apartment. My name is Connor Wyrick. It is November 2020. There's Hercules, also known as Herky Boy or Mr. Schnookum. But yeah, this is my apartment. I have two roommates. Used to have three. That was when it was the best. I moved in here in April 2020 after my brother went on deployment because he was also in the Navy. We both got out this year. Hey, get out of there. Oh, it's okay, buddy. He loves trash. So yeah, here's the hallway. I can't wait to watch this in 20 years. A little peek at the side door. Got a bunch of boogie boards, two vacuums. What's in there, buddy? I actually thought about moving under here once, being like a little Harry Potter kind of guy, because there used to be, every room was occupied, and my lease was ending at my old apartment. But luckily, somebody moved out, and then I could squeeze in. That somebody was Plumley, Aiden. Good friend. Thanks for not making me live under the closet, guys. Come on, buddy. Hey. Put it in reverse. There you go. You can't figure it out. All right. Here's the bathroom. Watch out, buddy. Ah, yes. Many a memories, many a shit's had in here. Lately, this toilet has been screaming like a demon because Jacob Miller he shits in it all the time, and he just absolutely ruins it. One time, me and the boys got really drunk here off this sketchy drink called Bootlegger. You can get it from 7-Eleven. It will fuck you up, and it's just not a good time. But yeah, we got really drunk, and one of us apparently came in here, and I don't know if we were vomiting or sleeping in here, but we leaned on this and just bent down, and that came out of the wall, and that was actually broken for several months. I think Jennifer actually tried to fix it, but then you're so hungry. What are you eating there for? But yeah, eventually the maintenance team for the apartment came and got it. Come on, buddy. There you go. Here is Jacob Miller's little gaming setup. Me and him play Call of Duty a lot together. Here is the living room. I've gotten high in this living room so much. I love this living room. I'll never forget it. Hi, buddy. What you doing? Oh, I'm just getting some scritches on the long dresser. Yeah, this is Jacob's giant ass TV. Here's a foot massager I bought for $150 off Amazon. I don't know if that'll be a lot of money in the future, but it was for me at the time. Weighted blanket. This table. Ooh, I hope to God this drink is still important years from now. This is Dr. Dazzle. It is objectively better than Dr. Pepper, because the reason why is Dr. Pepper has 23 flavors, but this one actually has 24. You can tell by the way it is. But yeah, I'm really gonna miss this living room. I'm leaving this week, so I'm not sad. You're sad. I've stayed up so much down here with Depo. Depo is another roommate. I don't think I've talked about him yet. He used to live up there. I lived up here, and then Jacob and Jennifer lived at the end above there. So yeah, that was cool. Plumley used to live in here, and I took his room when he moved out. That was the closet guy, so I didn't have to move in the closet. Here's Herky Boy's cage, by the way. Every morning I get so excited to come down here now, because usually Jacob and Jennifer at work, and he's just sitting in there all sad, and I can let him out and hang out. It's nice not being alone. Here's a bunch of water I bought to prepare for the election, because honestly, I thought society was going to fall apart at the election, because there's so much divide in the U.S., unfortunately, right now. And currently at 16th or 17th of November right now, there's been a few protests, and they're saying Biden stole the election, but for now, society seems to be holding up. And I hope I don't need that water. Here's our patio. Oh. Beautiful sunny green day in the middle of November. Yep. Jennifer actually started a garden on the side of the house right there, and she got in trouble from the apartment complex because apparently you just can't do that. You can't grow things out of the earth. That's just, you're not allowed. Bad. Kind of dumb, but whatever. They obliged. Here's the kitchen. Kind of small, but I love it, and I'm going to miss it terribly. There used to be a 3D ice printer here. And what I mean by 3D ice printer is it was a machine it was a machine that just made ice, but it made like 8 cubes at a time, and you could hear it going whenever the ice would drop out. That was Deputies as well. It was kind of good for helping you fall asleep, honestly. Here's our fridge. We have a little whiteboard on it for drawings, and I drew this one called Alone with Toilet Demon. That's me when Jacob and Jennifer went out of town this past weekend to go to a wedding. The toilet demon is what I was talking about earlier with how the toilet screams for mercy because Jacob shat in it so much. Here's our fridge. I wonder how weird this will look in a few years. Oh, we also have an alcohol fridge. I forgot. Right here. There's some alcohol, but we don't really drink anymore. We all just get high. Yeah, there's some more Dr. Dazzle. Those are Wegmans sodas. They're like carbonated flavored sodas. They're all right. One of them tastes like how armpits smell. Well, bad armpits. Here's a water heater Jennifer and Jacob brought back from Alabama. It's very useful because the goddamn reason we need it is this pot with the little lip you see doesn't freaking pour water correctly. Watch this bullcrap. You think with the lip it would pour correctly. But watch this bullshit. That's weird. Doesn't do it now that I have it on video. 1 second. Maybe I gotta fill it more. Alright, now we'll probably do it. So imagine you have a tiny little coffee cup. And you're just trying to pour some water in. Or, not a coffee cup, but a Chemex. Yeah, right here. This thing. Fuck it, we'll just do it like this. So imagine it's the morning and you're just tired and you just want some coffee. First thing you see is... Look at that. Look at that bullshit. You can't pour this correctly. It just won't happen. But they have lips on it. And it's supposed to... Ugh. It's very frustrating. But it's okay now, because we have this. And that pours correctly. I'll clean that later. Here's our pantry. This is mine. I think that's Jacob and Jennifer's. Yeah, actually it is, because the grits, I'm pretty sure. And then that was Deputies, comma William, also known as Bill, or Billiam. Speaking of Deputy, he used to have a desk right over here where these bikes are. This massive gaming desk with a bunch of dad junk on it. And what I mean by dad junk is tiny little useful things you might find interesting, like a Rubik's Cube or a gun, because Depp likes guns. He has a lot. But yeah, Deputy used to just have a desk here and he'd game all the time. And you'd walk downstairs and you'd be walking in the kitchen and you'd just see him sitting in his chair right here facing the desk, and he would just be gaming. He was online all the time. And I miss it. He moved out like last month. It's been very sad. Miss you, bro. I'm not crying, you're crying. Here's the laundry room. Oh yeah, the theme of this apartment is shit just kind of breaks. And shit just doesn't really work when you want it to sometimes. And the thing that broke here was your sanity. Because we would use the dryer, and then it would just smell like dead fish, or like a dead squirrel that was also infected with pneumonia. And it would just smell awful, and we never knew what caused it, but As it got colder, it seems to have gone away. Knock on wood. Oh, another problem with this goddamn laundry room. This wall, for whatever reason, would just flood. It would just flood with water, and then it would come out on the sides over there, and then just leak and get all in the kitchen. And they finally came and fixed that too. I guess we had to figure out that it was coming out of the wall instead of the washer. But yeah, it was some bullshit. Check out this microwave. This isn't a microwave. This is a computer that also heats food up. Who bought? Yeah, Jacob bought this. Ooh, coffee. I forgot I microwaved this. But yeah, I had like a cheap $40 microwave, and I think they kept it up there, or maybe it was over here. I'm probably confusing some other place, but I think this microwave was like $350 or something wild that no one should ever spend on a microwave. Jacob. And it's got all these frickin' settings, so like you can choose whatever, and then it'll be like A1, and then you can cycle up to like A16, and then what that means is like all these tiny little things, those are just different presets you can use. But that's quite nice. You can hit I don't know, 30 seconds. I don't really have to push it, so yeah, it's all right. Heats food up. I don't think anyone uses these fancy settings really, because it's just a lot of work. Why do that when you can just mash 30 seconds 10 times? More coffee. By the way, this mug is a gift from Jennifer, because there's a show I like a lot called Mad Men, and it's about an ad agency in the 60s, and SCP is Sterling Cooper and Partners, and that's an ad agency in the show. Highly recommend that show. It's very good. Moving on over here, you have Herky Boy. This is his corner. This is his water bowl, his food bowl, and his food. They feed him at 6:30 in the morning, or excuse me, 6:30 at night, and then whenever they wake up in the morning and walk him. He's really good at, like, you'll fill the bowl, and then you're like, all right, hold on a second, and then you back away, and he's sitting here staring at his bowl, and then you're just like, all right, go get it, go get it. And he's just like, and he eats it in like a minute. It's wild. Here's a locker Jacob has borrowed from his former employer. Here's my door. Oh yeah, I have some emergency toilet paper for if society collapsed. That was a genuine fear of mine, because the divide in America was just so strong, and even now I still don't really know how we'll hold up, but here's to hoping. In November 2020, how much worse can it get? All right, let's head upstairs. And what I was saying about that shitty apartment and how it falls apart all the time. Listen to this crap. Every single stair. Every one of them. Oh, but it doesn't in here. It creaks more. There's a creak. Oh yeah, here's my room. I really ought to clean it. All my sheets and stuff are in the washer. Here's my gaming computer. I wonder how weird that'll look in a few years. My PlayStation 4. Weed pen. And my water bottle. I really love that thing. My gun. It's a M&P Shield 9mm. A laptop. Some clothes. Some... Don't worry about that. A dirty bong. Headphones. This is gonna be a good memory. Here's my closet. Some MMA. Jacob got me into a Muay Thai class, so got some shin pads and boxing gloves for that. Here are 2 big plastic bins filled with emergency stuff in case society collapses. Because you never know, right? And here's a bunch of binders and folders for some paperwork I had from the Navy. One of those is for getting pepper sprayed. Let's see here. So here's an eval. That's how the Navy judges you as a human being. Let's see. Ah, Certificate of Contamination. Basically, this means the Navy has fully bent you over and gave it all to you. They pepper sprayed me so that I could stand at a gate and check people's IDs. Because to do that, I have to know what pepper spray feels like, for whatever reason. So their logic is that since you're armed with a gun and pepper spray, if you ever have to use the pepper spray, you should know what it feels like, right? But what about the gun? They're not going to shoot me? Because I know a gun hurts, but I haven't gotten a shot with it, and I respect guns. And same thing with pepper spray. I know pepper spray probably hurts. I didn't need to get shot with it. My eyes burned for days. Or hours, excuse me. That was Deputy's room. I miss that man. I miss him a lot. And then over here is Jacob and Jennifer's room. I'll not look into there for, to respect their privacy. And here's my bathroom. I have some wiener dog shower curtains. Because I really love wiener dogs. They're very adorable. There's one that lives like over there. And his wiener dog's name is Trouble. So it's like, here comes trouble. There's my toilet. Many a shits I had there. Oh. Hello. I really love wiener dogs. I want one really bad. But I also like big dogs. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, look at this shitty painting. It could have been so good. I think this is Jennifer's, but it's someplace in Italy. And if you don't know, there's supposed to be like all these blurs are supposed to be statues of people, kind of like this right here, and they all have faces and it's super detailed. But for whatever reason, the painter just said fuck it, and he blurred everything, and he did so well in the building. So I really don't know what happened. I guess he ran out of time or something. And speaking of wiener dogs, I got one more thing I want to show you. Have a little wiener dog ice tray. They're very adorable. Yeah. So this is my apartment. And I've lived here for a few months now. Since April. And now it's November. Can't do that math right now. But I'm really going to miss it. And I am glad that I'll have a video record of it. I wish I recorded my other apartments so I could look back and see what it was like, see what I was feeling, Most of all, I'm going to miss my roommates. They're my best friends ever, and truly mean the world to me. But I'd never tell them that to their faces, of course. So, Miller, Jennifer, Deputy, Plumley, Forger, Fitzes, I will miss you all very much. I do miss you all very much. You're right down the road, and I miss you. But I won't always be right down the road. So yeah, love y'all.